Don't engage alone. We do this together.
Yeah.
We got it! We got it!
New 52 book.
Somebody clip this.
Welcome to Comics League. I am Jared, and today I'm going to review Absolute Superman. So that's right, we are completing the absolute trinity of reviews. And all right, so let me tell you this. So I reviewed Absolute Batman and Wonder Woman, both great. Absolute Superman was interesting. So what Jason Aaron was trying to go back to was the more golden age champion of the oppressed version of Superman, which is actually a good thing. It's actually fortuitous that I picked up Absolute Superman because I also picked up the DC finest trade of the first couple issues of Superman, and it's the champion of the oppressed era of Superman, which is kind of cool. So what Jason Aaron was clearly homaging is the golden age era Superman, where he was more of a vigilante and stuff. So now what I like about this is I like the stuff on Krypton that this story shows. It shows that there was a caste system on Krypton, that in the absolute universe, the House of L was more of the sign of the working class, if you will. And then we see Lara and I gotta say, Superman's mom Lara is drawn so well, and RAFA Sandoval, great job drawing this because this looks gorgeous. And I like how they call them People of Steel, and they hype up something going on with Krypton, like maybe the ship, the planet blowing up. Who knows? Then we go to the Brazilian mine, and where they're basically doing blood diamonds, and we see Peacemakers, which at first made me throw up because I hate Peacemaker. Those of you know this for sure. I abhor that character so much, and I'm glad that he's getting his ass kicked in this season. So we see Absolute Superman. He shows up and he fights the Peacemakers and really fights them. And I really like all the high energy art, and the coloring of this book is freaking superb. And it's one of those see, the things that I really like about this, and by the way, props to Ulysses Areola for the colorist. If I'm mispronouncing that, I apologize. But the thing I really like about this, first off, the suit looks great. No stupid trunks, and parts of it glow. And I'm that makes sense, a character that's very much on the power of the sun, if you will. And I really like all the stuff that this sets up. This seems like it's backing up a lot of my thoughts about the absolute universe when it was first announced and when it was first hyped, that it's pretty much the new 52 characters, but done with more planning. So we'll start with, the plot is, the plot basically is, it cuts between Krypton and Earth. In the Krypton, the other change is that Clark is sent to Earth as a child. So it's not like he's a baby. We also see a little bit a tease of Brainiac in this, which I like. Then we also see what's kind of cool. So the Lazarus Corps is this big multinational conglomerate that's doing the blood diamond mining, and they hired the Peacemakers. What's kind of interesting is that you see that the Kent farm is owned by the Lazarus Corps. Maybe they bought it off of Jonathan and Martha Kent. Or maybe there's a big hole in the roof. Maybe the ship crashed in there. That would be interesting to explore later. And so we see Jor-El, and he finds out, and he basically tells Laura that, look, the planet's going to blow up, essentially. So it's that. And I really like the alternate take on the story in this. And I feel again, this seems different enough from what I was expecting. Like, say, for instance, the fact that Lois Lane is an agent of the Lazarus Corps trying to like hunt down Superman, which I'm like, yay, maybe she can not be a love interest and be a villain. That'd be really cool. So now we're going to the art. The art by RAFA Sandoval is superb. I like the high energy motion in this. I like the glowing, which the glowing is not necessarily him, but I do like a lot of the unique character designs. I also like, by the way, going back to the plot, that like Superman's suit includes like a Jarvis-like AI, and that is honestly really cool. And I think what this is, by the way, I realized this today. I was watching the documentary "The Death of Superman Lives," and one of those elements was Superman was supposed to have was supposed to be sent to Earth with like a little AI companion named Kay, who's like a robot that like encases him and becomes his temporary suit while he heals. So this is kind of what that is. And I'm like, okay, this is actually a really cool homage to that. Overall review, I really dug this. And I think it's easily one of the most fun Superman books. It feels different. And it feels, honestly, more exciting than the current Superman book. Like, she doesn't have powers or anything like that. Now, going back to New 52, the suit looks like that. The, like, again, the champion of the oppressed thing, because this is very much in, like, the lockstep, if you will, with the Grant Morrison Grant Morrison storyline from the New 52, which was, I have the omnibus back there, where it's basically Clark Kent like just fighting corrupt corporations like he did in the modern Golden Age. And I feel like, again, that's what the Absolute Universe is trying to do like all the New 52 stuff, but better. And honestly, they succeeded with this one. So I'm going to give it a solid, I'd say 8 out of 10. So in terms of like what else you can expect from Comics League, Britt and I are going to be discussing Black Panther and Storm compared to Superman and Wonder Woman, because if you notice, there's a lot of similarities between the two. And then in terms of movie night, we're going to be doing Spider-Man 2. And yeah, be on the lookout for the other content we have. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Consider becoming a member, because when you become a member, you get these an evening early, if you will. I normally upload these for members about 7 or 8 o'clock p.m. on a Tuesday. So, and then you will obviously receive these on a Wednesday. And yeah, in terms of other content, be on the lookout. So stay heroic, everyone. Remember, Lois Lane is Lois Lane. She belongs to General Zod. Zoe is the Maxabat for life. See you later. Bye-bye.